Since 8th grade, when I started, there's different, sort of levels to wrestling. I started out in youth after middle school, wrestling in the summer, and that just gives you a new idea of, bigger level of competition, but also being able to start training on a higher level and competing at a higher level, even if it means, I'm getting my butt kicked sometimes. It lets me be able to see where I need to improve and also see, what I want to be like.
In 8th grade, he won rookie state, which is for wrestlers who are new. So then as a freshman, he had slightly above a winning record. So we've kind of seen him grow through the years, and right now he's killing it.
As I've gotten older, I've been blessed with the opportunity to train and compete with, higher wrestlers, both, people, former, college wrestlers, and also just great wrestlers around the area.
He's aggressive, and he never runs out of energy, so always has a goal out there.
That's how, I've sort of evolved and changed over the couple of years that I've wrestled. I would say wrestling year-round, not just during the season, but, putting in work year-round makes the biggest difference, especially for someone who hasn't wrestled for all of his life, where other people have wrestled since they were, little kids. Being able to wrestle year-round on a club team has helped me improve greatly.
Coleman's a natural leader. He goes out there and talks the talk and walks the walk, so all the kids listen to him, and he seems to always make the best decisions.
It's given me a new idea of discipline and, just leadership for myself, and also, being able to lead others. Makes me realize, as a leader around the wrestling team and also around the school, to, be a role model for others and also set an example for people who are trying to achieve the same goals.
He started with us as a freshman. He began wrestling as an 8th grader, so it was a little trial and error at first, but he's always been a great athlete. So he picks up everything. We kind of call him a little sponge.
So this year I'm definitely making it to state. I'm ranked 4th or 5th as of right now, and that'll, change as, the season continues to go on before state. But I do plan on getting to that championship match and putting up a good fight and, crushing everyone along the way.
The marketing department at Glendale High School was given the opportunity to produce the official merchandise for the Tournament of Champions.
The TOC is such a big event in Southwest Missouri because, one, we love basketball, and two, it's an opportunity for basketball lovers in the Midwest to see students and high school players that will possibly make it to pro level basketball or at least make it to college. It's an opportunity to see those kids play up close and personal.
So we planned for the TOC by every class period. We would meet every other day and we just make a to-do list for the day. We started off with like designing and buying the t-shirts, and then we went to kind of more like logistical things of what the actual event needed to be taken care of.
Some of the biggest challenges was, one, getting the product, two, designing it to be exactly what was approved as far as branding by Bass Pro, Springfield Public Schools Athletics, and Nike. We got a really great opportunity to learn how to do that as well as do it, and that was a huge challenge because the artwork has to be exactly right, the products have to be approved, and then getting the product in time. We ordered it before Thanksgiving and still didn't get it until the week before the tournament, which was really stressful. We learned a lot about what people want just by physically being at the tournament this year.
I learned a lot of things throughout this process. I learned kind of what it takes to make a business from scratch. It's definitely a lot of work. I learned just all the planning you have to do, all of the relationships you need to have to make a successful business.
I hope this is a sustainable business that we can use year after year as long as students are interested in running a store for the Tournament of Champions.
So I'll be a senior next year, so I'll still be here. I was a project manager for the TSC store this year, so I definitely want to help out next year and kind of lead the way again.
What you see in the final results was an actual store open 3 days of the week during the TOC as well as online.
Greenhouse is a new coffee shop that just opened up downtown. We're a block down from the YMCA. We sell plants, we've got coffee, and we're really focused on offering things that are ethical and local, and also just having a really great space for students and other people to come get some work done. So I'd say that a lot of the customers here at Greenhouse are going to be students. We're really close to the Missouri State University campus. We're right across the street from some student housing, so we see a lot of students coming here and studying. I've noticed some high school students coming in, and we had an article about us in the newsletter, and so recently we've had more families coming in. There's really something here for everybody. We've got ice cream, we've got coffee, plants, so yeah, there's something here that anybody could be interested in. My favorite drink here is the iced oat milk raspberry latte. It's what I recommend to all the customers who aren't sure what to get. And our coffee's really great because our beans come from Onyx in Northwest Arkansas, and we're the only place that you can get those beans or come to a coffee shop to have a drink made with the Onyx beans. And we're just really focused on not just with Onyx, but offering local options from small businesses, and if not, then making sure that those options are green and ethical, carbon neutral. All of our t-shirts, they're actually reprinted on printed shirts so that those are green and we're not producing waste. Being sustainable is also really important to us.
The impact of taking a foreign language class is often overlooked by many students. They often only look at required credits instead of considering the real-world benefits. Students and teachers in these classes will list many benefits of taking on a second language.
Learning multiple languages does a number of things. Number one, it engages your brain in a different way. It has been scientifically proven that people who learn different languages are better at school. They do better in general. It also opens your world to a whole nother culture when you're learning a language.
I think it can be if you want to travel in the future. I took French because I think it'd be really cool to go to France someday when I'm older.
When you learn a foreign language, it opens your eyes to the world around you. You get to step out of yourself and see things in other cultures, and I think that's amazing.
I think it is very beneficial for a variety of students and being able to find what you really love to do. I've just been able to witness a lot more, and through a screen, even though we're not able to be there, we're able to see a lot of how it impacts other communities.
I love seeing the look of understanding on students' faces. In particular with French, a lot of the words that we use in English every day are French in origin. So when people make that realization oh, I say that every day, and they have an understanding, that's really exciting. It's also really exciting to see their passion ignited when learning about the culture.
My favorite part about being a French student is probably being involved in a community that I've really evolved in, and we've learned so much about cultural perspectives and just understanding the language a lot more.
I find it a lot more fun to learn about France now that I'm in that class, and I like it a lot more. I really like Miss Parnell. She's really nice, and I like the language a lot. I think it's a fun language to learn.